A very good morning students. Welcome back to our maths class. In today's class, we will be starting the new chapter, that is chapter number 14, topics in commercial arithmetics. In this, we will be studying transitions, percentage, profit and loss. So first of all, in today's class, let us study unitary method. In order to study the unitary method, here I have written a problem. 12 keychain cost. There are total 12 keychain. The cost of the 12 keychain together, it is rupees 300. So what will be the cost of the one keychain? One keychain, how much it will cost? If you want to find the cost of one, so 300 divided by 12. Why we are dividing here? Because one keychain costs less, so we will divide. One keychain, it will cost less, so we are dividing here. So 300 divided by 12 is equal to rupees 25. Now if I want to find the cost of the 16 keychain, then I know that the cost of one keychain is 25. So what will be the cost of the 16 keychain? 25 multiplied by 16, that is rupees 400. 16 keychain, it cost more, so we will be multiplying it. Here one keychain, it will always cost less, so here we have done the division. Here 16 keychain, they will cost more, so here we have done multiplication. So you have to remember this thing in your mind. Whenever you are converting many things into one, you have to do division, and whenever one into many, you will be doing multiplication. One thing into many, you will be doing multiplication. This is the unitary method. Now let us do few problems based on this unitary method. First, if 5 chairs cost rupees 613, what is the cost of 12 such chairs? What is given in the question? If 5 chairs costs, if there are 5 chairs, that 5 chairs it costs rupees 613, then you have to find what is the cost of 12 such chair. You have to find what is the cost of 12 such chairs. What is given in the question? 5 chair cost is given. You have to find the cost of 12 chairs. So let us do the solution. 5 chair cost, 5 chairs, they cost rupees 613. So 1 chair cost, if I want to find the cost of the 1 chair, what I will be doing? I will be dividing. Why I will be dividing? Because only cost of the 1 chair I have to find. I will be dividing it with the 5. So I will be getting here rupees 126. 126 is the cost of the 1 chair. Now I want to find the cost of the 16 chairs. So the 16 chairs cost rupees 126 multiplied by 16. You have to do multiplication. Why multiplication? Because we have to find of the 16 chairs, they will cost more, so we have done multiplication. So if you do the multiplication I had already taught you how to do the multiplication. So it will be rupees 1000 512. So in this way we will be doing this. Now let us do few more problems. Which is better by? If you have to find which is a better by. Let us write a question. Suppose there is two boxes of the pencil. One is the super pencil. Two boxes of pencil is there. The one name is the super pencils, and the another box, it contains the smooth pencils. Okay, one box contains the super pencils, another it contains the smooth pencils. Now the super pencils, 12 pencils costs. What is the cost of the 12 pencil? It is rupees 60. And the smooth pencil, 20 pencils costs rupees. Here the smooth pencil, the cost of the 20 pencils, it is given, it is rupees 80. Okay, I went to a market. In that market, super pencil and smooth pencil, two boxes are there. The super pencil, 12 pencils are there in the box, and that box rate is rupees 60. In the another box, smooth pencils are there, total 20 pencils are there, and their price is 80. Now which one will be better for me to buy? So how I will be finding it? In order to find that, I must know the cost of the one pencil. So the one pencil, how much it will cost? Rupees 60 divided by 12. Here also one pencil costs, what I will be doing, rupees 80 divided by 20. I will be doing the division. So 60 divided by 12 is equal to, if I divide 60 by 12, 12 5s are 60, so it is rupees 5. Here if I divide 80 by 2, I will be getting rupees 4. So here the super pencil, one pencil, it is of rupees 5, and here one pencil is of the rupees 4. So the smooth pencil is better for me if I buy the smooth pencil, because it is 1 rupees lesser as compared to the super pencil. So I will be buying the smooth pencil. In this way we can know which one is better to buy. So students, in exercise 14a, the questions, they are based on the unitary method and which is better to buy. Now we will be doing percentage. Next we will be doing the percentage. Percentage, we have heard this word, how much percentage do you got? Then how to find this percentage? Percentage, it always comes from 100. If I say 33%, so it means 33 upon 100. Now the next we will be studying, that is the percentage. Percentage. Percent, it means 100. What is the percent? It means percent. It means 100. Percent, it means 100. You can say that 33%. If I say percent, I used to denote it by this. This is the symbol to denote the percent. Now let us do a few problems of the percentage. here I have written percent 45%. 45% is written here. This 45% you have to write this 45% as decimal. So how you will be writing this 45% in the decimal? In the first stamp, there are two stamps. In the first stamp, you will be dividing it with the 100. In the first stamp, you will be dividing it with the 100. So if I divide it by the 100, what I will be getting? 0.45. So in the first stamp, write the percent as a fraction. This is the first stamp. I have written the percent as a fraction with denominator 100. Then what you have to do? Then in decimal you have to write the percentage. Suppose 65%. In the firstly we will be writing this percent in the fraction form, that is 100. I will be writing in the denominator. Then I will be writing it as a decimal. It will be 0.65. In this way percent I could write easily in the decimals. Suppose the percentage, it is 3.6%. How I will be writing this one? 3.6 divided by 100. And this decimal, it will shift to the 2 digits from the right. So it will be 0.036. Write each percent as a fraction in the simplest form. If I ask you, write each percent as a fraction, you have to write each percent as a fraction in their simplest form. The percent you have to write in the fraction in the simplest form. Like the first one, it is 96%. This 96%. So first of all, write the percent as a fraction with denominator 100 and then write the fraction in the simplest form. 96 upon 100. I could write it like this. Then this I have to divide both the numerator and denominator with a common number. This is both divisible by 4 and this is also divisible by 4. So 96 divided by 4, I got here 24 and here I got 25. So in this way we can write the fraction in the simplest form. Suppose the fraction is 2 1 upon 5. In this way it is written in the form of the mixed number. Then how to write? First of all, convert this mixed number into the fraction. 2 multiplied by 5 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 upon 5%. So 11 upon 5%. What does it mean? 11 upon 5%. 11 upon 5 multiplied by 1 upon 100. So it would be 11 ones are 11 and 5 multiplied by 100 is 500. In this way we will be writing it in the simplest form. Now the next one. What we have to do? Write each of the following as percentage. We have to write each of the following as a percentage. Suppose 4 upon 5 is given in the fraction. You have to write it in the percentage. So to write a fraction or decimal as percent, we will be multiplying this by 100. What we will be doing? This 4 upon 5, multiply it with the 100. We will be multiplying this with the 100. So 5 ones are 5, 5 20s are 100 and 20 multiplied by 4 is 80. So it is 80%. The percent, it is 80%. let us do the next one. Suppose it is 0.83. This you have to write in percentage form. So in percentage, how do we write? We have to multiply this with the 100. If I multiply this with the 100, I will be getting 83%. The next 1.9. We have to write it in the form of percent. So 1.9 multiplied by 100. I will be multiplying 1.9 with the 100. So what I will be getting here? 190%. So in this way we will be writing the following as a percentage. Now finding percent of a number. How to find the percent of a number? If the question it is given, find 65% of 20. What you have to do? You have to find 65% of 20. What does it mean? 65%, it means I'll be writing 100 of 20. Now 65 upon 100, instead of an of, I'll be writing multiply by 20. This 0 got cancelled. 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10. Again it will be cancelled from the 5. 5 1s are 5 and 5 13s are 65. So it is 13. If in the question it is given that find 65% of 20, how you will be finding 65%? Percent it means divided by 100 of 20. So 65 upon 100, instead of an of, put a symbol of multiplication 20. Then here you will be getting the answer as the 13. You will be getting the answer as 13. So that's all for today's class. Have a nice day.